Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelema Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Man, I'm in frame. You can see me there, so we're good. Alright, relationship first, single second. What do we have? The moon is at the bottom. Okay. For Scorpio, I kind of like it because it's like, it feels very much like the mystery of the moon, the strength of the moon. I want to say the moon is a Cancer sign. You got victory at the bottom too. Victory at the bottom. Some mystery, but I feel like a very heightened emotional sense. Like, yeah, no, I feel like this is good. Got victory at the bottom. Where are we going? Alright, we got a lot of action here too. We got 3 of the 4 knights out here. The one you don't have is the Knight of Pentacles. But I'm noticing your Knight of Wands is flanking your partner's Knight of Cups. So the challenge here is to not... Ironically, I feel like it's not to run over your partner's advances in love. To not take over or run over. Like to not nullify them out. Your partner seems to want to come towards you with love, but I feel like you have your own ideas about what you want to do at this time. And there's a nice balance that can occur between this. It's just like it can't be too much lovey-dovey, but it can't be too much action, get things done, get things done, get things done. And Scorpio's very loving sign, in my opinion. It can be very inclusive, but if you have your sights set on something, you can be very much driven to get it done, which makes sense to me. It's just getting the nice balance between the two of you. Don't negate out your partner's advances in love, but don't let your own ambitions, go unnoticed either. That seems like it's a challenge to balance that out. Because whatever one you start going with, it just seems like if you get involved in your partner's advances in love, you can get sucked right into that and lose track of what you want to get done. But vice versa, if you negate them out, you get done what you want to get done, but you might be causing a little bit of an emotional upset for your partner. I'm getting the Sun card on your partner's side. When they come towards you with these advances of love, it's hard for you to say no to this. But I feel like what you're doing, oddly enough, and I know that Scorpio seems to like a bit of spontaneity. I feel like you're saying, well, today we can do this, but tomorrow I cannot. And you're holding yourself to it. Whatever that takes for you to get there, I feel like you're actually forcing yourself, like, all right, today, yes, tomorrow is a no, though. And you're telling them that ahead of time. They feel like the Sun card is here. They're loving it. They're loving the time with you. I almost feel like they're saying, well, you say today yes, tomorrow no, but I think today yes, and tomorrow yes, and the day after yes. I feel like they're not connecting with how serious you are. I mean, you can be very spontaneous. Normal, natural Scorpio seems to be very spontaneity. Has a lot of spontaneity to it. The energy's kind of bubbling a little. So, I just feel like if they try to derail you, even though it might be out of the direction of love, that could be a moment. Because I'm getting, again, the 4 of Pentacles. You are making this decision and you're holding yourself to it. I will today, but I can't tomorrow. And I'm getting the Destiny card here, leading you into the Empress in the future. Don't get caught up in the gender, but you compromised a little bit. Well, you nurtured the relationship, and you're going to nurture the goals you have to get done. The things you have to get done, you're making sure they get done too. So you're balancing it. I don't feel you're compromising. I feel like you're just kind of like, I have time for this, I have time for this too, equal parts. It's not even compromise. It's just like, okay, I can do this, and I have to do this too. It's just like responsibility. I don't think it's compromise. I feel it's just adhering to your own responsibilities. I do see you, though, wanting to give in to your partner. With the good cheer, the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands is on your side, and I feel like there might be a little bit of conflict. If your partner pushes on you, like, I know we hung out yesterday or whatever, we did what we did yesterday, and you said today you'd have to do all this stuff, but don't you just really want to hang out with me again? Like, wouldn't that be fun? Like, come on. And you're just like, no, I can't. No, I really can't. Like, responsibility. I said I was going to do this, and I am. Yes, I'd like to, but no, I will not. I do see your partner might have a moment here. I feel like they're going to be upset that you're not going to go their way the second day as well. Because I see them trying to get you to do what they want. It seems like they want you to do what they want you to do. They want you to avert their responsibilities and hang out with them. Okay. They're being a little selfish. Alright, it's just what it is. Everybody has these moments. I think me trying to speak about it nicely is tripping my tongue. They're just having a moment where they just want you all to themselves. They love you. They want you. They want to possess you. They want to possess you. And they're having a rough moment about it. Why is the communication becoming a problem all of a sudden? That's strange. Are they not speaking it? I feel like they're let down that you won't change your plans for them. But I also see eventually they're going to get the, there's nothing wrong there. I feel like something's trying to stop me from talking. That's really strange. I'm getting the balance here with the Justice card is like, if they have hurt feelings, they'll get over it on their own. This is one of those situations where it's basically they're trying to get you to do something that they know you can't do. You're doing what's right, and they know it. There's no real extra conversation that needs to be had about this. They just need to come to the point where they're like, they realize you had responsibilities, and it doesn't mean they love you, that you love them any less or anything like that. This, like, if you didn't adhere to your responsibilities, there'd be bigger problems here. So the balance will come forward. The justice will come forward. You're going to hold the line like you need to. They're going to try to move you to go do what they want to do, but I don't feel like that's going to work. This is an interesting spot here. So, okay. I do see that the fact that your partner wants to spend so much time with you has a very strong effect on you. And I see them coming through with the Knight of Swords and the magical powers. They realize you have responsibilities. It is balancing out. They seem to be a little butthurt about it. I guess that's not the way you should say that, but I said it, so there you go. They do seem a little bit out of place about it. I don't even know exactly what that butthurt. I don't even know where I'm going with that. But I've heard it before, and now I'm thinking, what am I actually saying with that? But we're moving on. They are taking action to find a way to hang out with you more, but they're also trying to work with like what your responsibilities are, and they're trying to find more time with you. They're trying to mix things a little better because they really want to be around you more. It's kind of like they're missing you, or they just need to be around you more than they want to. And I'm getting the magical powers is like they're going to do everything in their power to spend more time with you in an acceptable way where you can do everything you need to do but still see them at the same time. Right? Okay. It's bringing in a new phase of your relationship. I'm getting the Death card with the romance. I actually see this is going to get you to realign your responsibilities. What do I really need to do? What do I not need to do? Do I have extra things that I could remove myself from to spend more time with my partner? Your partner wants more of your time, and you're also going through your own situation. Like, what here is elective? Because I'm going to remove that to spend more time with my partner. And that's the Death card for you. You're changing. You might be getting rid of some elective things in your life. Something like if it's like a club or some type of extracurricular, I don't know what that would be. Something where you're hanging out with people or you're doing things with certain people that you're cool with, but you're like, it's obligations you could, relinquish to somebody else so you can spend more time with your partner. You're going to do that. And you're going towards romance. You're going towards your partner here. I feel like your relationship is going to go into a phase where it seems to like there's a lot of closeness. It might be a period of time where you're very, very much, together a lot, a lot, a lot. I feel like it might also flip back later, a few months down the road, because I feel like it's one of those things right now where you miss each other, but it might come to the point in a few months to where you're just constantly seeing each other. You're just constantly there, and it's kind of like you still love them very much, but you're like, I kind of need a break. But this is going to be months down the road. I feel like if you see it that way, this might be a pattern. So if this is a pattern that you're used to, just see it now, and like maybe make outgoing plans or something where you could just kind of, I don't know. Because I'm getting like my brother, I want to say, he's used to, I don't know if he does now, but he used to do hunting trips in the fall. So he would plan things out a ways that when they came up, it would give some breaks to like his relationship. I don't know if that's right or not, or just the way I took it. But I'm just saying you might be able to plan things a little farther out just to make sure you give yourself a couple breaks here and there with it. And just since it's planned along the way, since your partner knows it's coming down the road, it may just be an easy time to just replenish yourself. Like step away from the relationship just for a moment, just so you can replenish yourself and get that comfortable balance back. Because I feel like it will become overburdening at some point. It'll be too much. After so many months, I just feel like it's going to be too much. And it's not like you love your partner any less, but you might just need a moment to recoup. If this is hitting with you, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about because it feels like a pattern. Are we good? All right. So that's what we have for Scorpio in relationship. Let's do Scorpio single. I feel like that's really good. It's a victory. I think it's just about, seeing it for what it is. Don't continue a cycle. Create a better balance instead of repeating a cycle. I feel like that's what they're saying. All right. So what do we have for single Scorpios? Messages for single Scorpios. What do we have for single Scorpio? What do we have here? I want to say that there's another water sign I did that had the same type of ending. Maybe not. We'll see. Scorpio, though. I feel we have the Queen of Pentacles in your environment, which don't get caught up in the gender, and I'll show you that card in a minute, but it can go very well for a Scorpio. Scorpios are water. Water usually matches Earth very well, unless it's their opposite. Like, opposite of Scorpio is Taurus, opposite of Cancer is Capricorn, opposite of Pisces is Virgo. The opposites have a problem, somewhat. Sometimes they're not that bad. Some of them are pretty bad. All right. Is this going for you or against you? Let's find out. I don't see you upset down the road. You got a lot of Earth here. 5 of the 10 cards. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of the 10 cards are Pentacles. We got 2 Swords, and then we got 2 Major Arcana. So there's a lot of Earth pulling in on you here. I'm getting the Page of Pentacles. Somebody's warming up to you. You're very dynamic. Usually Scorpios are. It's a great thing. But I feel like somebody's warming up to you. They're understanding you more. I almost feel like your whimsical manner, like it's stereotypical for Scorpio, I know that. It might have threw this person off a little bit. They were just like, ooh, I don't know about that. But I feel like they're getting to know you more. They're just kind of like, you know what, I think I misjudged that. I feel like somebody might have misjudged you in the past. Small judgments, kind of like they saw you being a little bit whimsical and they thought, I feel like they didn't think it was the best thing. But I feel like they're getting to know you more and they're like, you know what, that wasn't bad. I misinterpreted that. This person does know how to keep up with their responsibilities. They know how to have some fun. Maybe it's not my thing to be whimsical, but they know how to do that and still succeed. And I feel like that's what they're getting from you. Like somebody who's whimsical, but still succeeds. Okay, so they're warming up to you. You got the Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom. This person is pulling towards you, and they're getting stronger and stronger as time goes on. They're not only warming up to you, they're really starting to garner some feelings. They got the Queen of Pentacles here in the environment. They got the Nine of Pentacles here in the center. There's the Page of Pentacles in the past, the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. They're really starting to lock in with you. Well, they're starting to really get a strong direction. They're starting to really start to go your direction, really start to see a lot of value in you. I see that you've been very giving to this person. I feel like you probably know that this person might have misjudged you a little bit. I feel like you had a moment where you could have been insulted if you chose to, but you decided just to let it go. I feel like for those of you still interested, you let it go. Because if you didn't let it go, you would have walked away from this person by now. They wouldn't have a chance. But I'm also seeing it weigh on you. Like, even though you've been gracious to this person, you kind of let it go. It's still it kind of sits there a little bit. And it's kind of in a neutral position. Like, you're looking at this person like, is this somebody who saw me in not the most flattering light, but realized that their judgment was incorrect and has now corrected that judgment and sees me for who I am? Or, is this something where, this person's a little bit too stringent for me and I just don't know if they're really somebody I want that close to me in this life? You're weighing it out. You're just like, I'm trying to see the truth here of this person. I do see though, the Knight of Swords and this Nine of Pentacles, this person is coming towards you and they're proposing a new beginning. Not a relationship right off the bat. Just like, they're like, let's hang out. Let's hang out a bit more. Let's see each other a little bit more. Let's see how things are going a bit more. And I feel like when they're talking to you, the Emperor comes in as how things are communicating between the two of you. You're both having this very evolved look at the situation. You're both looking at it like, this is where you match, this is where you don't. This is where the passion may be. I do feel like you're giving this a little bit of a shot. I feel like you're hanging out more. I don't know how far we're going down the romance lane at this point, but you're like, we could hang out a little more. We can go grab a bite to eat every now and then. We can hang out at the show or whatever. We can see how it matches up. I feel like you're saying how you feel. You might choose to be a little bit more reserved, more than normal is what I'm getting here. Just kind of like, maybe I need to be a little bit more reserved with this one. I'm not really sure where I want to go with it. But I'm willing to find out, let's see, how much do we really match? I almost feel like it's almost like a little bit of a playful attitude, like, how much do we really match? Let's find out. Let's poke the bear a little bit and see how this goes. I almost feel like that's the attitude I got here. The next phase is the King of Swords. It went from the Knight of Swords to the King of Swords, and then the friendship is popping in here. Things are getting a little heavier, more direct. Where are you going in life? Where am I going in life? A friendship has been struck. You do get along well enough to be friends. How much of the passion is really there? That's what I'm getting here. I feel like you're looking at this like, well, we can make it as friends. Friends, that's fine. I can do that. That's easy. I can do that with this person. Yeah. Do we want to go farther? A lot of direct conversation back and forth is what I'm getting. But the friendship is telling me like it's at a really comfortable spot. Nobody feels overly pushed forward to do anything too fast. That seems like those conversations go on for a little while. A few different conversations, a few different days. The world is coming in with the true love come to me. What's going to finally make your decision is if the romance is there for you or not. Is this a friendship and that's what it is? Or is this a romance that can really take off from here? You're not going to have any question about where this is, but you're going to have the control whether it goes forward or not. I feel like you're the one in the driver's seat in this one. When I'm getting the world, it's basically you're deciding where this is. Is this going to go forward as a relationship or is this going to go forward as a friendship? Whichever you decide, that's it. And that's what it is from here on. That's the phase you're going into from here on out. It's like there's no more like yes or no, left or right. You're going to go this way, down lover's lane, or down this way, into the friend zone. One or the other, you're choosing which, but once you're there, whichever way you choose, that's where it is, and that's how it's going to be. You have to decide what you want. I feel like it's not going to be that hard for you to know. Because if the magic is there, if you want to physically be with this person, you're not going to have any question. You're just going to go forward. Honestly, if you're a little ambivalent, like, I don't know, I feel like it's the friend zone. I just feel like it's just going to default to the friend zone. If you really don't know, you're just like, it could be, it might be, I don't know, it's friend zone. I feel like it's just going to slide right into the friend zone. Even if it's a good person you feel like is a technically good match for you, if the romance isn't there, if you're not drawn to be with that person, it's going to go to the friend zone, is what I'm getting. Because true love come to me is telling me that you don't want to marry a best friend. You want somebody that you're very close to and feel very passionate about at the same time. A best friend that you're in love with, okay. A best friend that you just, it's a best friend, but the passion isn't there, friend zone. I just feel it's got to go to the friend zone. Anything else? All right, I think we hit it. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.